the feeling of anxiety and having to fill like time and space with something.
Yeah.
What do you think was the significance of that?
I think that when I played softball was a way for me to, I think I've always had anxiety. I think that softball was a way for me to not really face myself. Like I could just be Lauren Chamberlain, the softball player. Like it was just this whole persona, and which it's always been me, but it was just a side of me that took over everything. Like it kind of like trumped everything. And so when I didn't have that outlet, I didn't have that big, home run to hide how I would be feeling sometimes, or I didn't have that award or win this, or beat this record. Like there wasn't something masking like what I was feeling. So I kind of had to come face to face with myself a little bit and like sit with myself, which I literally, I was looking back at the 10-year, moments. And I'm like, I've never, ever, ever stopped moving. Like I have never stopped and just sat with myself. And I think I was scared to death of just being with myself.
Why?
Because I didn't know myself. I thought, like, I honestly, I think I didn't know my feelings. I scared myself when I was starting to like feel certain things or think certain things, or, these little like OCD habits would come out. I've never had OCD. And so it was like just this weird time in which the doctor had said OCD is kind of a spin-off of when you get really bad anxiety, when it peaks really high as you start, acting out of character as far as, folding laundry. And I couldn't leave the room if like this one towel wasn't folded properly. And people say that they have those things and that's just, their normal thing. But I mean, there couldn't be like a speck of dust on anything in the house. Like it was just this weird, which I'm not dirty, but I've been messy before. This is not something that I'm like notorious for. So it's just little things that kind of would pop up and like literally scare the shit out of me. I mean, I was like scared. I didn't know what was happening. If you saw my face, like I remember one time I was driving, I like pulled the thing down to look in the mirror of the car and I was like, I look scared. Like I look actually scared of like what I'm thinking and feeling. So weird.
So what are the things that you had to do to kind of deal with this and recognize it when it was happening? What were some of the things that you had to do?
Panic attacks are like kind of full body experiences. Like you really shut down and you feel like you can't breathe, or you're kind of tunnel vision blacking out. And so you kind of have to, I mean, hopefully you're not driving, which was like a couple times was the case when I was driving, because you think a lot when you drive. But for me, it was kind of like that whole, like, I think it's 5 things, like what you can see, what you can smell, what you can taste, or what you can say, something just to kind of bring yourself back. Breathing was really big for me, just like really meditating. There was this app, and I'm pretty spiritual, and this app kind of centers around, it's a Catholic app. I'm not Catholic, but it's a centering prayer app. And it's like a meditation tool. My mentor, Andrea, sent it to me, but you basically like zen out for 10 minutes. It's just a way to meditate, and you meditate on one thought, which I was having a hard time controlling my thoughts. So, and for me, it was, like one of the times the word was relax, like just relax. And so for 10 minutes, like it starts a timer, like stops the timer. And I just repeated relax, relax. Or then, one of them was trust. And it's like, I really felt good after that for sure. But I ended up doing a fast. I did a 21-day fast, and it was through the church. And I don't know, I was trying to, get a sign or something and figure something out. And I ended up doing it. I did a really pretty hardcore fast for 21 days. And I prayed my way through it. And afterwards I really saw some shifts. So I felt like on the other side of that fast, I had some relief, honestly.